Hey there, I'm Paul Galliano. I'm here with...
I'm Brendan Bradley, a strike captain on the front line at Paramount.
He's an actor. We're going to work this picket line, and then we're going to sit down for a chat over a cup of Solidari-TEA.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
I'm always championing the working class creative professional. And that's really what this strike is about. People, civilians on the outside, why do millionaires, rich actors need more money and blah, 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 this and that. That's not what it's about.
Right.
You have a great, catchy opening line to all of your Instagram stories that you've been doing. This is not rehearsed, whatever.
I'd love to hear you repeat it.
Let me see.
Okay.
You tell me how close
Okay,
I get. So I'm Brendan Bradley, a strike captain here on the front lines of Paramount. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a jobber. In over 100 TV shows, movies, video game, and commercials.
Boom.
Is that it?
That's it.
I didn't miss a beat?
No.
Do you want to give us the official version?
No, I mean, that's it. You start with a hook. So,
Yes, you do.
Say, what's it like
Yeah.
to strike at Paramount? I'm Brendan Bradley, a strike captain here on the front lines at Paramount. And you probably don't recognize me, and that's the point. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a millionaire. I'm a jobber in over 100 TV shows, movies, video games, and commercials. And today, I'm talking with Paul on his show.
And the hook, I noticed the hook too. Like one of the ones where I was like, what? Like, did you know you could be a lead in a movie and still make minimum wage?
Absolutely.
And I was like, oh God, what's this going to be? Yeah, it's just crazy. But
so what I try to do is go beat by beat in my videos each day. So I take a deal point every day, tell an anecdotal story from my career, good and bad. There's been productions that have been really great. I talked about a Dolly Parton movie I did the other day where everyone did get paid and treated very, very well.
What would Dolly do?
Got residuals, and it's what would Dolly do? But fundamentally, I think that at the core, what we're talking about in all these labor movements right now is just base wages keeping up with inflation.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact is the cost of living is the cost of living.
Yeah.
And for me, this is the whole conversation of the economy, is that I get in Instagram every day, heartless people saying, well, no one cares, or who needs a job, or, get a different job or whatever. And I think where that misses the mark is our industry represents over 2.4 million workers that are mostly skilled labor, electricians, carpenters, transpo, craft jobs, right? Technicians. Yes, the SAG-AFTRA strike and even the writer's strike to some degree, we're getting a lot of national energy, a lot of national attention because we're adjacent to media. Yeah. And we have very shiny celebrity people that you recognize from media. So it makes sense that we're getting a little bit more exposure, a little bit more coverage. But the issues that we're speaking about is just boring labor. It's common labor that's happening around the country as part of hot labor summer. Yeah. And what we're really seeing is that the middle class American dream has continued to be squozen and squozen and squozen. Mm-hmm. And we're at a place that the laborer has nothing left to give. The fact is, if you want the laborer to be able to exist in a metropolitan area and create a city, to create industry, then you have to allow the laborer to make enough money to live in that city. And that can be negotiated one of two ways. If all the landlords would like to bring down the cost of living, right? Have at. Sure, but I don't hear that proposal getting made, nor am I suggesting that the value of other people's property should go down. Right. So if we're not going to diminish the value of other people's property, why would we diminish the value of other people's work and labor? Yeah. And we should just be having that keep pace. And I think the big two talking points that people really get kind of aha'd by our movement, specifically at SAG-AFTRA, is first and foremost that 87% of members don't make the $26,000 necessary to qualify for health care. That's just to qualify. That's not to get health care. You still got to pay premiums and buy into it. Yeah. But you have to earn $26,000 of earnings through SAG-AFTRA to be able to qualify. And 87% of our members don't make that, which is pretty impressive, pretty devastating. Yeah. When you think about it. Yeah, impressive in the wrong way. Right, right. And the other part of it is that the WGA and SAG-AFTRA both have less buying power today than they did a decade ago. Mm. So our salaries today haven't kept pace with just general inflation. Yeah. And so when we're negotiating, what's odd is what we're trying to negotiate for most years, the first and biggest ticket item is just increases to keep up with inflation and cost of living. And most years we don't get it. That's crazy. Most years we have not gotten it, which means that over time, we've actually lost our buying power. To put it in perspective, could you imagine like working a job for 40 years and never getting a raise? And losing money? And actually, getting a lower rate. Like
No, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense.
Right. We always callously joke that actors, you know, oh, you're an actor, what restaurant, right?
Right, yeah.
But then somehow when we're on strike, everyone's calling us millionaires. You got to pick a lane here.
Exactly.
Pick which punch you're going to land on
right?
me.
Yeah, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Brendan. Everybody, I'm going to put some links in the description where you can keep up with Brendan and see everything he's got going on. Be sure to check him out. Great guy, doing a lot of good work out here.
And come join us out here. We have Arnold Palmer.